a child. I have a melon. Melon Child. Dr. Stone! Thurman, I'm gonna let you start because you are the special guest, since you might as well be the fucking, like, Michael Jackson of this crew, because we need to fucking pay you, like, $7 billion and, like, fucking do a blood ritual to get you here.
A minute since I've done Dr. Stone, huh?
Say what?
It has been a minute since I've done Dr.
Yeah,
Stone.
dude, we needed you.
Alright, so let me just start this off.
Bruh.
A lot of people, and I say a lot of people, were just like, first of all, Red, everyone's just like, Zeno has stayed the same the entire time.
Oh,
He
yeah.
feels no remorse that everyone's dying. He, like, literally, he's just like...
I love Zeno.
You know, remember, Senku, you're still my student, but that's the perfect thing. Senku, you're still my student, but, you know, you gotta die, buddy.
You still gotta die. Yeah, so, like, it's funny because people are like, oh... People in the comments are like, oh, is Zeno still going to be your favorite villain after this? I'm like, you're goddamn right. He sticks to his convictions. That's a good villain.
Yeah. Like, bruh. And by the way, there's sexual tension right now.
Yes. Hold on. I'm getting to that page. I'm getting to that fucking page. Like, they're even teasing us with the whole gay shit. He's like, oh, you wish I was a damsel in distress, don't you? There's some... Okay, so this confirms to me that Stanley is bi. Stanley has fucked women, and, like, Zeno somewhere, that shit hurts him. He's, like, worried that he's gonna, like, he's like, oh, you just wish I was a damsel, don't you? He's like, shut up, Zeno. You know I love that dick.
Bro, this whole chapter was so good. Like, this chapter rubbed One Piece for me.
No, yeah, for sure.
Like, it's so good because, like, now that we know the petrification is happening, right? And then, like, this whole chapter is the Junior Brigade is getting slaughtered, okay?
I have to say, the thing that I noticed the most about this chapter was how relentless and ruthless they were in just murdering everyone, including an 11-year-old child, like we did in the skit today. High five, David.
Yeah, murder.
But seriously, like, the fact that, like, so people pointed out there's this panel on pages 16 to 17 where old fuck Gen and Chrome, Kazuai, what's his name? Kanzai? I don't know. I was trying to remember his name. Either way, yeah, they are holding him down, and then, like, 2 pages later, he's there at the tower. He murdered them. They're dead. Yeah. Like, not dead yet, obviously. They're all dying. And, like, Suica, we see this moment where they shoot her melon head, and they assume that's like a headshot on a child. Like, they don't give a fuck. Like, I love how little of a fuck they give. And it's just, like... It's amazing. I just wonder what you think, Thurman, on, like, will there be any permanent deaths, or what's your final predictions on that?
Honestly, here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
Like, so, let's be realistic here. As people, as manga, because we know Dr. Stone isn't really out there when it comes, I mean, it's popular, but, you know, not like your One Piece, Jujutsu Kaisen, Demon Slayer, My Heroes type, right? Yeah. So, but, even with that being said, we have to be fair when it comes to our deaths, right? Because what's the one thing that we always get on One Piece, Black Clover, and My Hero for is that the fake up deaths and the deaths and shit like that, right? So, in the realm of being fair, we have to be fair. I think there needs to be at least 2, maybe 3 deaths at most, right?
I agree.
Now, with that being said, playing devil's advocate on my own, if it's explained properly, I won't mind it, because it's just like in One Piece, My Hero, Black Clover. Yeah. I'm not like, no deaths don't equal a shitty series to me. We already have that. I don't know if we made that filler video yet, or if not, I think we did.
Yeah. But I wanted to point out to Jacob, because Steel Ram was being there. He was like, wow, you guys are really drama whores, aren't you? And I was like, I think what he said was, you call for death even when it doesn't make sense in the story. And my response to that is, it's about what's promised to us, right? So it's not like I'm reading... Comey can't communicate, and I'm like, I need gruesome character deaths. Don't
Kobe loses an eye and becomes Punish Kobe.
don't bother me, Nagatoro. She better be fucking voring him. Like no, man. Like it's not like I want drama in everything.
I feel like that would be the series where there would be some boring.
I'm not reading fucking Kobayashi's Dragon Maid. Like, man, I hope Kobayashi's dad comes in and like lasers the whole world. No, man.
I mean, to be fair with that series, it's actually a battle series, so that
Occasionally.
It's slice of life with battle.
Point being, though, what the difference here is that you're having like a 5-chapter long arc where everyone's getting killed. It's a little bullshit to show that and then lol JK. So, for example, if in Promised Neverland it never had the whole chapter leading up to Ray pouring gasoline on himself and burning himself alive, if that never happened, I wouldn't be mad that Ray didn't die because it would have never even crossed my mind that Ray was going to die. So if he didn't want to,
it would have been ballsy for an MC to die.
yeah. So what I'm saying though is if he doesn't want to kill any characters in Dr. Stone, that's fine.
They'll have little rewards.
I never got the vibe that this was the type of series that was going to kill off characters until recently. So like it was never something that I needed or wanted until recently because now we have a villain that is like stated to be ruthless, and it's just like in One Piece right now, they're fighting against the strongest character in the verse essentially, and it will be kind of bullshit if no one dies. You can't say this guy's strong. Oops, all the villains lost, and no one is even dead on the hero side. It's the same shit. It's just like you can't do this and then that's all. It's about what's promised to you. If you didn't want to kill people, then don't make the tone this serious. You can't have your steak and eat it too.
Yeah. So
go ahead, David.
Thurman, I just want to say, like, and Red, you're right there. Like, we've had 2 wars in this series, basically. We had the Stone Wars, and then we had this. And Stone Wars, we really didn't have any fucking doubt, even though it's...
And that didn't bother me, by the way. I don't remember that bothering me.
No,
yeah.
But it's stated to be a war. But you could tell that Tsukasa wasn't beyond redemption.
Yeah, I didn't feel like Tsukasa... At least, I'd have to go back, but, like... You know, I could believe Tsukasa... Hold on. I could believe Tsukasa, like, showing a bit of mercy to them, because I know at the end of the day, he wished Senku would join him and shit. Yes. Whereas Stanley, he just wants Senku dead. Yeah.
Stanley is this merciless, fucking covert op motherfucker that doesn't kill.
He sniped this child in the head.
Yeah, he's over here sniping 11-year-old. He's maiming people, filling them with lead like they're fucking
That's like
Swiss cheese.
U.S. police bad.
Oh God, I wasn't going to go there. Hello, demonetization.
That shit's happening right now.
Yeah. We just had a police officer resign because they just rushed for the wrong weapon on their brow.
Stanley was all the time like, oh fuck, that wasn't my taser.
But anyway, this is somebody that has been trained for years.
I swear I was gonna tase the 11-year-old.
It was supposed to be the bear mace. And this is a character that has been supposed to be this ruthless fucking murderer the entire time they've been on screen, and yet we've had no real death or consequences for their actions.
And don't take this negativity too seriously because we haven't seen what's happening yet. This is just us assuming, because I've just seen it too many times, that we're gonna get talk no jutsu'd. It's still very possible that we won't be, but like I'm just concerned that we will be.
I'm going to... Here's my...
Because Thurman makes it... One last thing. Because Thurman makes a great point that, like, these recent shots, fine. But, like, I mean, Kohaku, Tsukasa, and Hyoga, they were shot, like, a good... I don't know, how many minutes? At least 2 or 3 minutes ago, right?
Yeah. So
I'm going to assume this is like the climb of the staircase in Hunter x Hunter. Like, like, super fast.
For sure. And that they could make that excuse easily.
And what I'm assuming will happen is the ones that had the immense bloodshed, the like multiple bullet wounds, that's going to be beyond cellular reconstruction.
All I want is Tsukasa dead, because Tsukasa's the one that had the big moment with the double page spread. I think that would make sense. You could literally just kill one person and I'd be fine with it.
You could kill Tsukasa and Hyuga.
Right? Go ahead, Thurman. Yeah, I agree.
You have to understand, right? Like that. I think Red and David were extremely spot on when it comes to this stuff, because it's just like when it comes to One Piece, Black Clover, My Hero, and this, like if you make a war arc, like it'll be pretty. Like I said, I'm not gonna drop a series just because there's no death. I think that's stupid. I will say that
fill out a petition to change this back.
Yeah. Like, I will say that on Twitter, if I see my fandom go after the author for it, respectable way, criticism way, I can't defend it because I'm just like, okay, yes, you're right. So that's why I'm saying that that Luke, I know it wasn't Luke, it was still Ram. We have to be fair because it would be hypocritical of us to say like, oh, we don't care if anyone dies, and then we made a whole video about how people that we didn't care about died in the My Hero arc, right? And only like 2 people that we knew died. You know what I'm saying? And so like he's still like, and so like it would be completely hypocritical of us and unfair to go ahead and be like, say like, oh, there should be deaths in One Piece. We hate when Oda does this, or we hate when Hirokoshi does this, fake outs, and then we're just like, oh, it's just. Dr. Stone's different type of series, so who cares if everyone's alive? Because it's stupid, right? Because even in Black Clover, right? We're in a war arc in Black Clover right now.
Are motherfuckers dying?
Not yet. It's
honestly,
like
it's still one of the best arcs in Black Clover.
When are you guys starting to review that?
291.
Oh shit! You heard it here first, folks.
It's similar to how like the early Wano Onigashima arc, everything's going smooth so far. It's like that. Like they're winning right now, but it's too easy right now. But later on, it's gonna get harder. Something like that, because there's only one devil out, whatever. But we'll get to that when we film Black Clover. But but my point is right. Like right now in Black Clover, it's easy, but then there should be at least like a few deaths because a lot of people here. And these devils are extremely strong, and it'll be. I'm gonna be honest. People are right. It'd be very stupid if we didn't get like some sort of like consequence or death going on. And if nothing that happens, the quality of Black Clover will definitely drop. And as someone who stands it, that's me being fair.
So
and as someone
out of the 2 more recent Big 5 series, My Hero or Black Clover, and Escalation and De-Escalation Mastery.
Black Clover.
Thank you.
100%.
I can believe that.
Because it's just like, it reminds me of One Piece, of how like it's easy at the beginning, but it should get harder. I have faith in Tabata, but it's the same thing here, right? The quality of Dr. Stone, I'm gonna be honest, has to be fair, will drop for me if it's just like oh, because like the one thing I have to understand, and one thing that all 3 of us has kind of grown up in the past like 10 years, when it comes to, our series is that we're not like the Twitter people who's just going to stand their series, can't take criticism. You have to be fair when it comes to your series. And that's the one thing that everyone has to try and understand. You have to know when it's to be fair, if you're going to blast one series for having something that you don't like, and then your series does it, the exact same thing, you have to be fair and be like, okay, if my series did the same thing that I didn't like, I have to be upfront about it. And Dr. Stone will be that way. Because if I'm being honest, Black Clover and Dr. Stone are my top 5. Like, if it wasn't for Jujutsu Kaisen being there, Dr. Stone will be in my top 2.
Where is One Piece? We've had this discussion before. For whatever reason, you always don't count it.
One Piece is in the Hall of Fame. It doesn't count.
That's so stupid.
I get it, because it's not of a more current series. Therefore, it's got that legacy of like, I have 1,000 fucking chapters of this committed in memory, but I don't want to gauge it as the same series that I've just started in the last like 5 years.
So like, cause I'm gonna be real, like. Dr. Stone, honestly, like I have to really think about it, but like it's becoming like, well, I'm telling you, once I go out there in August,
it's happening.
The 3 of us are, they think I'm playing. We're sitting down for like a good 2 or 3 hours, going through all of the manga that we've ever read that we can remember.
I'm so excited for this.
This is going to be a monumental video.
Yeah. Officially making our top 10 manga of all time for us.
Will Yu-Gi-Oh be in my top 5?
Officially, like there is no bullshit. We're gonna, and the thing about this is we're gonna help each other, right? It's gonna be like one of those like harsh like friend moments. Like if I come up and be like, oh, Demon Slayer, Red's gonna be like,
I'll be like, bruh.
Bro, you fucking capping.
Red and Dave are gonna be like, Thurman, shut the fuck up. You rarely talk about Demon Slayer. Don't do this, like, right? And same way for Red. If Red comes up to me and he's just like, well, Komi can't communicate my being my 4th, I'm like, Red.
Nah.
It's a good series.
Like, you know what I mean?
Like,
Like, we're gonna be harsh with each other. This is gonna be our official top 10, and of course, as we get older and more series comes out and more series we discover, they're liable to change, of course. But this will be our official top 10.
I'm gonna bring you to David's fucking green screen couch room. We're all gonna squeeze our asses onto this couch.
And we're streaming this shit.
I want it to be a video though. Like.
You don't want to stream it in the net of the archive and be like, oh, this is us brainstorming and this is like the final product.
Not really. I'm not a big stream guy. I leave that to you. Because I get more stressed when shit's live, and then I feel like I gotta check the. Yeah.
The biggest thing for me is like we're gonna be sitting down.
And we should probably get back to Dr. Stone. But that is exciting. But I wanted to ask you guys this, right? So what's interesting here is, so we have to discuss Suica being MVP here, and Luke's been really excited, which is why we murdered Suica in the skit.
Suica.
So first, Thurman, what's your thoughts, and then I have thoughts.
I mean, it's really funny, but it makes sense because, like, if anyone could have escaped them fast enough, it's Suica. Like,
Right, it has been foreshadowed multiple times.
The thing is, it's been kind of shown that she is one of the best ninja-style characters that they have that can get out of situations really, really fast,
Look
right?
at her doing that tuck and roll, I swear there's a video game character that jumps like that, Thurman. You gotta help me out here. In that in the page where she's like jumping, she's doing that like dive roll jump.
Yeah, it looks familiar. It looks probably most like Sonic.
What the fuck? Oh my god, that's gonna bother me. Either way.
So, like, the thing is, right, is like, I did see in the thing, like, someone was saying that Suica, like the precipitation beam gonna save her eyesight or some shit, better her eyesight or some shit.
Oh, that's a great point.
She has the foggy eyes, like the real
I
brother.
saw someone say that.
Right, because she's never been petrified before.
Right.
Wait, remind me. I just want to make sure. She hasn't, right? Like, she didn't get petrified in Treasure Island, right?
No, she got kicked.
I'm going to trust Thurman on that one. You can double check if you want.
She got kicked by Ryusu before she got petrified.
Got you. Okay.
Wait. Unless, was she petrified during the island?
I don't think so. But yeah, like, the first thing on the Dr. Stone wiki is it goes through all petrifications. So if it doesn't list it, push more.
Because
petrification status. Oh no, she was petrified by Ibra. Yep. So nope.
By the Y man.
Goodbye to that theory.
That theory. So I mean, you could argue and be like, oh, maybe she didn't have her glasses on or something.
Yeah, that would have been cool though. Yeah, I would have liked that. Here's my question, right? Because so essentially what they're talking about is this receiver that was foreshadowed to like be really sensitive to noises. It's gonna break the bottle and drip the petrification fluid down onto her. But the question is, how long will that take? Now, Senku makes a good point here. Really, it would be like, it could be something even quieter than thunder, but at the very least, the first case of thunder, it's going to happen. So it really shouldn't be more than a couple months. Part of me would like, because I just think it'd be really cool if it was a lot longer than they thought. Not like stupid long where all their progress is gone.
3,000 years.
Yeah, but like, what if instead of a couple months, it was like, I don't know, 5 to 10 years, where like, and like all their shit's like semi-broken? Because like, mostly I want Suica to get some fucking cool ass like petrification marks. I know that takes a while to happen, but probably not. I don't know. I guess the main question.
I want there to be mega consequences for all of this. They have to start to rebuild their civilization.
Yeah, either rebuild or character deaths, but there has to be consequences for sure. But
yeah,
like my main question here is Suica. Am I saying her name right? Suica?
I've heard it pronounced.
I hope
like
so.
3,000 different ways.
So like her.
Look at the anime.
How is it pronounced in the anime, or Thurman?
I'll look it up right now. Go ahead, keep talking.
Okay. But I am curious about your thoughts on this, so make sure you're listening to me here. When that shatters, because that's their last bottle, as you can see throughout this whole situation, all the rest of them... What's up? Hello?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said something. What'd you say?
No, I didn't say anything.
Oh, okay. So that's their last bottle. As you can see, they're all breaking. She trips. They all break. They get shot. Yada, 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 yada. They're all gone except for that one. So when that breaks and falls on her, there is no more petrification fluid. So Suica will have to make her own. She will be the only person awake, and she'll have to make her own. She's going to have to, like, recall her memory. If she can recall, like, I'm sure Senku's talked about it enough. I'm sure they've made it enough times, but I wonder, like, how well does she remember? Is that going to be, like, a big drama point next chapter where she's like, oh, my God, how was that made? Because she still is 11, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. So
that'd be really cool.
I do like your point because technically I like how she did drop because it looked like because it was like I'm looking at the panel like 1, 2.
Oh, she had all the friend quiz. I can't pronounce any of them, but thank you.
Like seven bottles in that shit, and every single one of them cracked besides one.
yeah, and because what David said, through I hate names, through the rest of the supply to her. And also I love how she reacted, by the way, like how quickly she reacted, where she's like, why is the petrification beam going off? Was it a misfire? No, it can't be. I guess this is the plan. All right, like I love shit like that, where like wordlessly you don't even have to fucking communicate the plan.
She literally just on the whim knew exactly what to do.
She's the Bruce Wayne of this fucking
Oh,
series. She's like the epic ass butler.
I want
More drinks. I want drinks for everyone.
I want.
So by the way, I got the part where her name is pronounced. Can you guys hear
Oh,
my?
sure. What is it?
Here you go. Hold on 1 second. Shameless merch at the beginning of the YouTube video.
Fuck is this? Suica! I've been saying it right. Okay, cool. Anyway, David, what were you gonna say?
So I want 2 cosplays done of her, like crossover cosplays. One of her is Ryu fucking Hayabusa, and one of her is Batman.
Yeah, she's a cool character. Don't forget, another thing. By the way, Thurman, you know what I just realized? When we're doing that big epic video, David is gonna full bartend and make us all the Dr. Stone drinks.
Why the fuck not?
Hell yeah!
I'm down, bro. I'm telling you, this is gonna be our official shit. This is like we're literally helping each other do that.
And then we're gonna play strip poker.
Bro, because Dr. Stone might be in my top 10. Definitely. Like
I did say on Twitter recently that this chapter, or no, it wasn't this chapter, it was the chapter where Joel was reaching into the chest, that may have begun the process of eking it into my top 10. I'll have to think about that.
Well, the ramifications of this.
Oh, that's true.
Drop it
That's
down.
true.
Yeah. So, a lot of stuff that happened here, and I feel really bad for like the village too.
Yeah,
they have
the
no
village
idea
got royally fucked.
they have no idea what's going on.
Yeah, we didn't even see them.
If you're from the village, right? If you're on like the village, 'cause I literally, bro, I've forgotten the village characters.
I mean, it's really just like Kohaku's sickly sister. That was she cured? I don't remember.
She was
Yeah,
she's cured.
The dad. I remember the dad.
It's funny because they know about the Y-Man too. Because imagine, right?
Yeah,
like,
they're just gonna think everything failed. Like, oh fuck.
You
Will
imagine
still have
they see that,
faith in
right? And it's just
Senku.
like, fuck, the Y-Man won. Like,
That
bro,
is a
because
good
like,
point.
because think about it, in Rui's mind, right? She knows about the Y-Man, so if she
fuck.
sees the petrification beam coming, her first thought is like, shit. Chrome, like the love of my life is gone. My little sister's gone.
That's weird
They
that she
lost
likes
to the
Chrome.
Y-Man. So
I do
it's
like Chrome, but
very
like she.
funny, right?
Is it just me? Just as a quick aside, is it just like I love Chrome to death, but Chrome gives off like 15-year-old energy, and what's her fuck
Yuri.
gives off like 35-year-old energy.
Yeah.
Like she's approaching MILF energy. Like she's got MILF energy, and he's like still a middle schooler. like I know they're probably the same age, but the energy they give off is so different.
Yeah.
You know, opposites do
you're not
attract.
wrong.
Go ahead, Thurman.
Opposites do attract.
That's
so
true.
I want to go back to the deaths part.
Yeah,
Well,
well,
what
we
we're
talked about
talking
that a lot. Before, one last thing before we go back to the deaths part, I just want to know what you think Suica's gonna do when she wakes up. Like, how do you think this is gonna go?
Honestly, it's really hard to say. Because from what I can gather, I feel like Senku had this plan from maybe not from the jump, but like he had to quickly do it. So if
No, I mean, to me, it looks like he wanted to be he wanted probably someone a little bit more capable. Because I mean, again, it's still a child, and my issue, Luke wanted to know, my thoughts on this. My issue was not her being useful as a character. My issue was a group of adults fucking choosing to place such a huge burden on a child. This is a bit different because literally everyone else is paralyzed or almost dead or probably dead, right? So that to me it looks one last thing. To me it looks like Senku, he literally says, damn, I can't move a millimeter. It's got to be you, Suica. So like I don't think he planned it for it to be Suica at all.
I think what he did
keep
is
in mind,
he
this is
was
an 11-year-old blind child. Okay, by the way, and she lost her only ways of being able to see.
Yeah, that's another good point. She's fucking blind.
Well, the first thing she's going to do is find another melon.
Oh no! Yeah, she's gonna need a melon to help her vision. Yeah.
Because to her, she thinks that's the only way she can see.
Well, remember the melon she had actually had literal like they gave her glasses, like they put contacts in the melon. But originally she was using the melon just to kind of like help like focus her eyes.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't a perfect solution, but it helped. Go ahead, Thurman.
So I think one of the biggest, and going back to, before I go to the death part, going back to the she will be cured of her blindness theory, I think maybe that's why they thought that. Because think about it, right? Because that would be a good little, like, I don't know.
That would be cool, but I don't know if it's going to work now.
Yeah, I don't know if people would hate it or not. But the thing is, though, like, what if because that's a big lost step, right? Like, because think about it, right? She got her helmet shot off. She had to quickly, she's blind. She can barely see. She had to go to the thing. And now where the fuck is her melon? She's going to be all alone. And I don't really know what it's like.
I have a cool idea. Her melon got like fucked up, like it got crushed over just a little bit over there. What if she does come back? Like, what if she does get unpetrified in a couple months, just long enough for like another melon to have grown from the seeds that fell?
I mean, the context though, that's it. Because I know people are.
Thurman, are you guys forgetting the reason she was wearing the melon in the first place? The context made her vision perfect. She was wearing a melon originally because it still helped her just enough to be able to see.
It gave her like a way to block the periphery.
Yeah, so essentially, it's like, speaking as someone who can't see without my glasses very well. When have you ever had vision problems, Thurman?
No.
Okay. So this is how it works. If you have bad vision, when you squint, it helps so you can see better because So like it's really blurry when it's fully open, but if you squint, you can almost get clear vision.
I'm partially blind in one eye.
So essentially, what she was doing with the melon was squinting for her. It was getting her only one point of light, so she can see well enough to maneuver with the melon on, or like crazy squinting. It's not that she's completely like I can't see anything. She's pretty blind, but she's not like Velma blind. Is how I understood it from early arcs.
Yeah, it's
okay. That makes sense.
It's the darkening around it and focusing in on that. Because she has that blocking it, it's closing every orifice besides exactly in the eye to where
it's like. Have you ever seen those Eskimo sunglasses? Like, have you ever seen the picture of like the original sunglasses that like the Inuit tribe would make? And it was like literally just lines, like so they could only see throughout like a pin. Yeah. So yeah, I think honestly she'll probably just have to do the old lady face to get around for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. So, the last thing I wanted to say about the death thing before we go back. So, I did like, I was thinking about it, and I really, really hated if they did the Hunter x Hunter thing, like time was moving slow while this was happening. like,
it would make sense.
Why?
I don't know. I feel like that'd be kind of like.
That's fighting words, Thurman.
Like a scapegoat thing. Because in the Hunter x Hunter motion, that made sense, right?
Oh, that's fair. These are normal humans. Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, with the Hunter x Hunter situation, it was just like, stuff was happening at a quick time, so it was just like, at this moment.
And these were superhumans that could move that fast.
Yeah, but like, in this case, right, like, because you have to keep in mind, right? You have to keep in mind that, realistically, Tsukasa, Kohaku, and Hyoga should be dead by now. Should be.
Yeah.
Because think about it, right? Because the last time they got shot, what was like, 3 or 4 chapters ago, 5 chapters ago?
Yeah, that would be some major fuckery.
Maybe longer than that. And keep in mind too, this is when they had to fight through, the other brigade, the Corn Brigade had to fight through people, and they had to do this. So it was just like, because unless they're just like, oh, all of this shit happened in like 2 days. But I mean, even in 2 days. In 2 days, you're gonna be dead. So like, unless
this happened quicker than 2 days. I would be shocked if it's been more than 5 minutes since Kohaku and Tsukasa got killed.
So like, and it's just like, that's what I'm saying. Like, unless they did like the One Piece Koda Zone, held onto his life long enough for loss to be able to escape type of shit.
That's what I'm imagining they're gonna do. Yeah. like here's the thing. I could buy them killing Tsukasa and Hyoga. There's no way that Kohaku's dying.
No.
And if they did, I would be so fucking impressed. I would be wow. Like, but it's
no.
Just
Boichi is not giving up his fan service. 100%.
I mean, there is more fan service, but like
no. He doesn't. You can tell he enjoys drawing Kohaku. Out of every female character, he enjoys that the most.
What if there's like an author-artist clash where the author's like, no, we have to kill off Kohaku, and Bochi's like, no.
Igarashi versus Bochi.
There
it's
goes
funny.
the Dr. Stone Rule 34 fandom.
Because it's funny because we have to. I think it would count towards like where they got shot. Like for example, Senku got shot in like the arm. Like that's savable.
We're
like,
thinking about this so much harder than the author is. I guarantee it.
Like
we're just like
I almost guarantee you the author's just gonna bring everyone back. Like no questions asked.
and then we have to be fair and drop the quality.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it's just like, cause look at where Senku got shot, like directly in the arm. Like he can somewhat survive that. Like I think like
also he got shot right before the petrification. Like even if he got shot in the heart, he could still live because the petrification beam's coming right now.
Hey, I just thought of something because Suica's fucking helmet got hit. Do you think that she might have some sort of concussion while she wakes up too?
I don't think that. First of all, even if she did, it would be healed from the wave anyway. Second of all, I didn't read it as that. I read it as she got out, like she was already out of the helmet by the time it was hit. Is how I understood that. Because I don't think a melon would stop a sniper rifle bullet. I'm pretty sure. I think that she was already out of the helmet. He like saw it, like oh fuck, there she is, and then it was like oh, it's the helmet.
She used it as bait.
That's what I think happened. Yeah.
So and then like if we take. Do you guys think like anyone from the Corn City could be dead? Truthfully, because
they got fucked hard.
Yeah, but they were but the thing is though, they were at the point of the detonation of the thing, so they could survive, right? So basically, like I don't think anyone in Corn City, unless like you got immediately like sniped in like the fucking head or throat, like no insta kills. It doesn't look like anyone from like. The Core City got insta-killed.
You are correct when you say if we're going off of pure logic and not taking the story into consideration whatsoever, it should be Tsukasa, Kohaku, Hyoga. They would have the most chance of being dead, given how long. Because it is interesting that their deaths, quote unquote, happened significantly earlier than when everything else went down. It's also interesting.
Trickle down into like Ryusei and Taiju.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, bro, those motherfuckers should be dead.
Ryusei definitely should be dead. That motherfucker had more holes in him than a goddamn Vietnam War.
Taiju would be perfect. Like please.
Like,
imagine Senku if fucking Taiju and Tsukasa. I don't know, my brain had a brain fart there. If both of them died, oh my god, please.
He's smashing Zeno statue.
You're right, because technically speaking, Taiju, despite the jokes that we've had, that's his best friend, bro. Like, no cap, that's his childhood friend. And then Tsukasa...
He never got to confess his love.
Oh my god. Senku would have to tell Yuzuriha for him.
Yeah, by the way, dipshit loved you. You never had the balls to say it.
Bro.
Rick and Morty in here. Love is just a chemical reaction. It doesn't mean anything. I'm smart.
Any motherfucker would say it would be.
Yeah.
Bro, Ignorant heard our cries of NTR Taiju. Because what if he killed off Taiju?
Did you watch our skit from last week, Thurman? Because that's literally what we did. Hold on. Did you watch our skit?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that's the skit, bro. Taiju dies, and then Joel is fucking getting grinded on, but is none the wiser.
So he kills off Taiju so Senku could have Yuzuriha. Bruh. The perfect...
What? Ew, gross. If Senku's getting anyone, it's either Luna or Kohaku, okay?
I still ship Senku Kohaku.
See, I have found my payback. See, Red's always telling me that Law's gonna die. You keep saying that, I'm gonna keep saying Kohaku's dying.
That's fine. But here's the difference between you and me. I welcome Kohaku dying. Let's fucking go. There's no character you could give me that I would be like, no, I hope they don't die because I'm a freak. Okay?
So wait. You condone child murder?
Oh my god, I'm talking about fictional series.
Yeah. Red had to go see you. Like, no, I don't think. David, why did you do that?
I put zero thought into my words and I got that reaction.
I can't even tell what he's laughing at.
Your fucking David came out of nowhere. It's like, so you can do it. You're like, no, only fictional.
Okay, I'm glad you thought it was funny.
Oh shit!
No, straight up, like anyone, bro. Usopp, if Usopp died, if Sanji died, if fucking
Luffy's never died.
Yeah. I don't give a fuck.
Laughter like that. That shit's fucking funny.
It's just got to be a good death. That's all that matters to me.
Give the death a warrant and consequence for
Don't give us that.
Tsukasa's would be good if he had a great moment there where his character arc kind of capped.
Yeah, and
don't give us a Neji death. You know what I mean? But honestly, I don't think I'm gonna give my ranking. It's obvious what it is. 10 out of 10. It's funny because I feel like Dr. Stone's getting 10 out of 10s for like the past like 4 or 5 weeks now, and it's just like, and it reminds me of that Jimmy Neutron Sheen meme, right? Dr. Stone a 10 out of 10. And you're like, Thurman, this is the 7th week in a row you gave Dr. Stone a 10 out of 10 in class. I'm just like, this foul. This shit is fucking fire.
That's true. Dr. Stone, this is such good timing for Dr. Stone to do something like this, because it's like, this author clearly knew that it was time to kind of rejuvenate. Like, Dr. Stone's always been fun. It's been a fun series. I enjoy it. I almost look at it like a webcomic. Like, oh, I love coming in, catching up with these characters, but I'm not like on the edge of my seat every week. But I read this shit before One Piece, bro. Like, it's intense how good this shit's been.
Oh yeah, I 100% agree.
So, final thoughts for you, and then I'll get to final thoughts for David.
Yeah, I back in the room.
I just remembered I have work, and I just finished off. So, I would say pretty good stuff. Great stuff, man. Dr. Stone's been fire after week. It's been.
Will we be disappointed? That's the really exciting part.
Yeah.
That's what you got to come back and see.
Because shit, we'll see if Dr. Stone increases in quality or dips in it a little bit. Because, like I said, you have to be fair. You gotta be. You cannot be biased. Do not be like those Twitter niggas on Twitter who just stand everything, but then like when the same shit they don't like in other series is in their series, just like whoa, my series did it better.
The burnout cancer changed my mind.
It's people are cancer changed my mind. All right, David, your final thoughts?
So what, the final thoughts for me, just 2 points to cap this video off. I really, really, really stand by exactly what Thurman was saying there. Like, you have to be unbiased in your series. You cannot just suck one series dick while bash the other. Just because you have more personal attachment to, say, One Piece or Dr. Stone, Attack on Titan, and when they do the same shit the series you absolutely despise does, you can't just be like, but it's different when it's this one.
It's fair if they're consistent. Like, I get the vibe that, like, Steel Ram just doesn't care about deaths in general in shows. Like, he's never bitched about there not being deaths. So, like, I feel like he's probably consistent in the fact that he just doesn't care.
Yeah. But what it boils down to is you see this more and more and more as anime becomes more mainstream. It's like, during the My Hero War arc especially, you would see them being like, but One Piece doesn't kill characters, but fucking Demon Slayer didn't, but like all these other series, it doesn't fucking matter. You have to have the consistency when you go for a series. If it's your series, like, say, fucking Dr. Stone just doesn't kill anybody off here, and they all get fucking magic no jutsu here. It will dip in quality for me because it is exactly what Thurman and Red have been saying this entire video is like, you have to follow through with the consequence. If you're going to hype up, that was the box cutter, when you hype up a war where you have a merciless criminal here, actually...
I don't know if he's a criminal.
I mean, he's a government official. He's a criminal.
Yeah, well, not from their perspective. And who decides who criminals are? The government.
Fair. But, like, when you have him going through and just capping motherfuckers left and right, there has to be some permanence to the consequence. The second point I want to bring up here is when we have the depetrification, how quickly that's handled and how much it's, like...
I'm so curious. Yeah, I hope it's slow. I would love a chapter or two of just Suica, like, just figuring shit out. Like, oh my god, now I'm the only one. And you gotta keep in mind the ramifications here. Now, every other base is perma-frozen. Yep. So, like, until they can revive them, every other base is perma-frozen.
Yep. You have another...
Did you think about that, Thurman?
Yeah, and another good thing, too, the landscape will change. So, like just like how in the island of Treasure Island... people, like, the landscape was changing, so a lot of stone people just got stuck inside the bottom of the island. So depending
keep
on
in mind that kind of change happens over thousands of years. That wouldn't happen in a couple months.
Yeah, well, I mean, but he says even days or years. So, like, if you want it to be like 5 to 10 years, like, like, she's gonna have to try to find their bodies. Because
I don't think it's gonna be that long. Because I think, like he said, he kind of, the way he talks about it is like the first lightning strike would most likely set it off.
Yeah. I think what we're gonna have here is maybe a changing of seasons, and like, oh, wardrobes need to change. This needs. Suica's coal needs to make clothes. You gotta make clothes for all the villagers. You gotta go through.
She's got to decide who she's gonna revive first because she's got to remake shit off scratch. This is a great reboot. We talk about this, the culling of a cast, right? So even if he doesn't want to kill people, he can have it where for the next like 10, 20 chapters, we only have 5, 7, 10 people max to deal with.
Then they'll have to prioritize what base they revive first.
Also, I think it should be a challenge to define certain people. I think that's a really, really big thing. Like, I don't think it should be easy to be like, oh, everyone's where they were. I feel like.
I really think you're overestimating how long. I literally think it's going to be like a month or two.
Not just like how long, but honestly, like, you don't feel like it'd be too easy if she just like woke up and it's just like, oh, everyone's just still where they were like a few months ago.
I don't think the challenge is going to be finding the people. I think the challenge is going to be recreating the fluid and like choosing who to get first.
Because remember, one of the challenges back in the day was we defined like people who are good at what they do, right?
Yeah, and that was a challenge because it had been I don't know if you understand how geology works in that sense. Like people only get buried in the ground over thousands of years, a couple months, a year. Fuck, dude, I dropped a pencil out of my middle school window when I was in middle school, and I went back to see if it was still there, like a year or two ago, and it's still there, and it hasn't moved. Like
that's actually impressive.
Yeah, like it's faded a bit in the sun, but like people are not gonna straight dead ass like move unless he wants to do some freak shit and like there's genuinely like a huge ass earthquake that just happens to happen during the couple months. That would be pretty cool, I guess.
I'm not gonna lie,
earthquake shakes the revival fluid loose. Revive Suica.
Because one of the biggest things is, right, like, we want to push Suica's test to the metal. So if you want to do that, the best way for it to be like, oh shit, where is everybody? And like, it'd be funny. It'd be really, really funny if she like. She's blind because she's blind, right? She's looking for people to revive. She accidentally revives Stanley or Zeno.
Stanley would just kill her. Oh, actually, no. Stanley would need to like use like, how the fuck do you make revival fluid, bitch? Fucking tell me, you fuck.
Bruh, like imagine, right? She's looking to revive like Senku or Chrome to help her with the revival fluid. She ends up reviving Zeno or Stanley instead, bruh. Or
That's
even worse.
Incredible.
For even a worse, what's this nigga's name? The pervert guy.
Pervert guy.
Forget his name.
Oh, Ginro?
Ginro, yeah.
Oh, that looks like Senku. Dude, that'd be great, actually.
Bro, see, don't count it out just yet.
See, that's a great idea. So look, the challenge in finding people doesn't have to be that they've changed locations. We can just take advantage of Suika's inherent blindness.
Blindness, be like, Senku, here you are.
I got you.
I got you, and Zeno's like, thank you, young child. I'll take care of everything now.
It come down to like guilt and like.
Bro, because Zeno's gonna be so petty. I feel like Zeno's the type to revive Senku and just have Stanley shoot him as soon as he's revived.
Oh, hold on, David wants to say something. Go ahead.
See, what I thought would come down to is like more of the survivor's guilt, like who gets revived first. Like, why'd you bring me back? This person was more important. This person was more important. They can help escalate the revival fluid and bring you back to civilization.
I'm sure that could be conversations too, yeah. But I do hope what he's.
Yes, I absolutely hope the comedy of that happens.
It could be comedy and drama. I'm trying to think who she could bring back that wouldn't immediately like fuck up. Like, I think if she brought back Stanley, that'd be a problem. But like something like Ginryo instead of Senku would be funny as fuck.
Oh god.
Well, like think about it this way, like because it's gonna break and it's gonna start falling on her. Like let's say it starts falling on her. And she's like able to cup a little bit of it, like it'd still be falling on her. It's a whole bottle, so she's like, "Oh, okay, I'll save this little bit in my hands, and then I'll run over and get Senku, and he can make the rest of it." But she gets Ginro instead. No, wait, no, I'm an idiot. Isn't Ginro over in the different area? Why'd you say Ginro? Now we look like dumbasses. Isn't he in a different area?
No, I just said Ginro just to be funny.
But... Oh, okay. Who else could she revive instead of Senku?
Well, probably either the old man or
Oh, you know what I like? Zeno instead of Senku. Because Zeno, I can't speak. Zeno is smart, like Senku. Zeno, has the same kind of vibe as Senku. I could see her like, oh, okay. And then it would be an interesting thing where it's like, we both have reason to want to get more revival fluid. And
we have to work together.
Yeah, and like, oh, that would be cool as fuck. I like that idea a lot.
Because it's funny. It's funny too because
need of Stanley's dick immediately.
I need that dick. Oh, you just gotta hope that he got petrified while erect, so you can use it while you're waiting.
I missed you, Zeno.
Go ahead, Thurman.
That's a rip, but but that's enough out of me. I have to get ready for work, so
Don't
you
forget,
guys have a great
Yuzuriha
day.
canonically knows everyone's dick size because she had to glue everyone back together. All right.
Yeah, Yuzuriha. So now technically she could pick the boyfriend that she wants because
Oh,
she.
so when she finally picks, we'll know if Taiju's got a good one or not.
Yeah, I mean he's a rough boy. So
I don't remember if she saw Taiju, if she had to glue Taiju back at any point.
remember she had to glue vaginas back too. She could be.
Oh
bi.
yeah.
She's
Anyway,
like, damn,
are we done?
This girl has a nice
She
vagina.
knows the width of the roast beef curtains.
Question: does the petrification beam also petrify like hair on your body? Yeah, it does. Right? We've seen that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like pubes are also. That's a little weird that pubes are petrified. I can't imagine that.
Oh God.
Well, that's weird to think about.
We know.
Because I would be like, before you fucking revive me, like break off all the fucking body hair other than my hair, and I can wake up with like baby smooth skin. That'd be glorious.
Oh God. Yeah, and we've seen like.
Did you already leave, Thurman?
Huh? No. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
okay. I just wanted to
You know,
make.
canonically, they use like fucking shells for razors.
Oh
and
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Can you imagine the fucking dick cuts of like
Aw.
manscaping? No, thank you.
I wouldn't even fuck with it. I would just wait until it was long enough to. Like,
I would wait
fucking-
till Manscaped was recreated.
I would just wait until it was long enough to safely use a machete.
Oh God. No, one false swoop and you're fucking full eunuch, Red.
Well, all they have to do is petrify me and glue my dick back on, because apparently that's how it works. And with that, peace.
Nothing to see here. Nothing to see.
Oh, thank you for the behind the scenes. This is important. Horrific.
It really is. Almost. You can almost fit it. This doesn't look weird at all.
I crushed its skull. Yeah. It's Suica, everybody.
Perfect song to put in the backdrop of this too.
I don't want songs.
You know?
The funny is that it's completely silent and just a slight, you're like, you know, I want it like really, don't even overdo it. I just want it to be like super visceral and real. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, so basically just fuck it up. Don't kick it, try not to kick it out of frame. We want it to stay in this general area.
Yeah.
But just fuck it up. All right. 3, 2, 1. David, join!
Okay. That's the outro.
Wow! There.
Okay. Now we get to kick the baby. Grab that last piece of melon.
Let's see the frog orgy. Melon for the melon god. All right, yeah, here, get it in frame there. Put. Oh, it's perfect. It's so cute. Look at Suica. Get the baby. Beautiful. All right, now feed the melon to the frogs.
Yep.
We did it.
We did it. Now let's see if Thurman's awake.
Oh, there's more melon. Man, I really went in and you just did it.
If two of us were in there. Where's one? Let's put this.
In the dumpster.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, hold on. I can't touch my phone yet. Wait. I do want to get on film, like throwing away the baby.
Okay.
I just need something to wipe my hands. You know what? The jeans will be washed.
Yeah.
You're gonna want to wash the scarf and kimono as well, by the way.
Yeah. I figured that.
Aren't you proud of how hard I went, dude?
Yeah. There's no way both of us are getting in for.
I have a child. I have a melon. Melon child.
I mean, it was a $2.99 baby doll.
From Goodwill.